Welcome to another Smart Tech for CSEC tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be taking the templates that we've already drawn, the template that we did in the last video, and then we'll be changing the scale of that template so that you or your students have an option of choosing to draw within the template with different scales. So I'm going to click on this template. This is the one that we usually use. And right now it is set at scale 1 to 100. The procedure is actually very easy and it's a short one. You're just going to select all the objects and then we're going to scale. Use our base point 0, 0, and then you're going to use a scale relative to the one that we have now. So right now we have scale 1 to 100. If I want to go to scale 1 to 50, that's half of 1 to 100. So all I need to do is put 0.5, enter, and it's scaled down. Now the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to select the text and I'm going to change the size back to 5. The reason is when I change the scale here to 1 to 50, it'll be back to 5 millimeters within that scale. Now that's all we have to do for the model space, but if you go to the layout, it's half the size now. So let's set the limits to we'll use 0, 0 and the top right corner. And then we enter into the paper space, Z enter, E enter, and then make sure you use your scale here. Here we go, 1 to 50, and everything fits perfectly. And if you were to plot, it would plot like this. All right, and the last thing you would have to do is obviously you would have to save it. So you can use Ctrl S in this instance and then go to DWT and give it an appropriate name. I'll select the same one and I'll just change the name from 1 to 100 to 1 to 50 and click save. I'll change this here as well to 1 to 50. All right, you can also use this for other templates. So right now it's 1 to 50, but let's say I want to have one that's 1 to 10 as well. So I'm going to do the same thing over scale. This time our scale is going to be, what is 10 in relation to 50? 10 is 0.2 of 50, right? So we're going to scale to 0.2. And we'll change our scale to 1 to 10. Notice our text gets very small. Change the properties. By the way, if you don't have this here, you can type in properties and this will come up. Select the text and I'm going to change the paper size to 5 millimeters. Head to layout. Oh, before that, set my limits. Again, we use 0.00 and the upper right corner. Go to layout. We're already in model space, so I can use Z, enter, E, enter, and select 1 to 10. Actually, in this case, I might have to try and center it myself. And there we go. And if you plot, again, it plots like this, which is just fine. Be careful when you're saving this one. If you did not leave and come back, if you just use Ctrl S, then it will save over this file. So you need to use save as. So you can use Ctrl Shift S or click the save as button up here. And this time we'll save it as 1 to 10. Save. Change this to 10. Okay. All right, and you can do this for any scales that you want to do, 1 to 200, 1 to 20, and so on. Even 1 to 1, which when you were making the first one, you could make a 1 to 1 by not scaling it up at all and not changing the scale inside of here. But that's the procedure. Thank you for choosing Smart Tech for your tech drawer learning, and I hope to see you in the next one. As always, keep practicing.